Hello friends. In this video we will discuss how the design patterns, observer, strategy, and memento, are related to Kafka. Observer pattern is used to implement a good notification mechanism among a set of objects associated with a workflow. It says, define a one-to-many dependency between the objects, so that, when one object changes state, all its dependents are notified and updated automatically. Its implementation looks like this. Many objects keep observing one main object. When there is a change in the state of the main object, all the observers will get a notification. Upon receiving the notifications, the observers will take actions, as per their business logic. We can see the observer pattern in Kafka during the controller election and re-election processes. Controller is a broker, with an additional responsibility of electing partition leaders. Remaining brokers keep observing the controller. If the controller crashes, the observing brokers will receive an immediate notification. The brokers will act on these notifications, and get a new controller elected among themselves. Strategy pattern is used to dynamically select an implementation logic, without client's involvement. It says, define a family of algorithms, encapsulate each one, and make them interchangeable. Let the algorithms vary independently from the clients that use it. Client need not know which algorithm is internally executed to implement the call. The design comprises of a strategy object and a set of algorithms. Based on the application context, the strategy object will determine which algorithm should be used in response to the client request. In Kafka, the partition assignment process resembles the strategy design pattern. Partition assigner is like a strategy object. The base implementation of partition assigner contains two algorithms: range and round-robin algorithms. We can also add a custom algorithm to the partition assigner. Consumer leader reaches out to partition assigner object to determine which partition has to be assigned to which consumer in the consumer group. The partition assigner looks at the cluster configuration and dynamically determines which algorithm has to be run to process the request. Partitions will be assigned to the consumers as per the algorithm dynamically chosen by the strategy object, partition assigner. Memento design pattern is widely used for state recovery of an object. It says, the internal state of an object should be saved externally, so that the object can be restored to this state later. The pattern comprises of three players: the originator, a caretaker, and a memento. The originator writes its state to a memento object and sends it to the caretaker. The job of caretaker is to store this memento in an external location. At a later stage, if the originator wants to roll back to its previous state, it contacts the caretaker. The caretaker returns the previously stored memento object to the requester. In Kafka, the memento pattern is quite evident during consumer group rebalance process. After reading a message successfully from the partition, a consumer commits the offset of that message. Message offset is the memento here. This memento is written to a special queue in Kafka, known as consumer offsets. Kafka queue is the caretaker. When a consumer crashes, or if there is a rebalance triggered, a new consumer is assigned as the owner of that partition. The new consumer retrieves the memento from the Kafka queue, and finds out the offset last committed by the original consumer. Thus the new consumer recovers the state of the original consumer, and starts processing the new messages, without any loss of messages. In this video we have discussed how the design patterns, observer, strategy, and memento, are related to Kafka. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon.